Hello, everybody. Thanking you for coming to this week's episode of Holidays Made Simple. And I'm super excited to have you here today because what I'm going to do today is going to be a little different than sending cards out to a whole bunch of people. This is about actually sending a card that came from Santa to children, telling them whether they've been naughty or they've been nice. So super excited to be here with you today. My name is Joy Kohanitz. I live in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Been with Send Out Cards for, oh gosh, probably 13 years as an affiliate for the last 10. So excited to be here for you. So anyways, what we're doing here today, we are going to send a certificate to children from Santa, telling them whether they've been naughty or nice. Obviously, they're going to be nice. So anyways, it's really a fun thing to do. But I'm a little bit of work ahead of time to tell you what's going on with this. You know, the first thing is you're going to be sending this to children. So you're going to have to get the permission of the parents, and you're going to have to get the addresses of the children. There might be grandparents that send for their grandkids or uncle aunts that send for their nieces and that type of thing. So you want to get that information. Now, what I did when I started this about 5 years ago. It's just so fun. What I did is I started with my nieces and my own nieces and nephews and my friends and that type of a thing. And then after that, I went to some Facebook groups, women's groups that I belong to, and just kind of put it out there like, hey, would you like your child to have a little certificate from Santa or a little letter from Santa saying that they've been nice this year? And that type of thing. And I started getting a list together. Now, what I did is I set up an Excel sheet and I put the names of the children on there. And what I did with that sheet is I put on, I had the name of the child, of course, the address and the age of the child. And then I also made a little section for whoever gave me the information, their phone number. That way, if you had any kind of problems whatsoever with the address or something like that, you at least had a reference to get back to. And like I said, I put that on Excel sheet. Then the next thing I did is I came into my contacts over here. And from here, I added them in. And I got them in ahead of time and put them into a group. If it was a child where I already had the parent here, I would go into the parents. Okay, and I would go into their main site or their main contact, and down here under children I would add them in here. Don't worry about birthdays and stuff. This is a relative of mine, so that's why I had the birthdays in here. But that way each child's going to have their own separate entry, but it's going to be under the parent. And by the way, another little tip for holiday cards, and if you send cards to the entire family versus each individual person, I also gave a separate entry right here and I grouped them accordingly. Okay, then the next thing that I did once I've done that is I've added them to a group. And my groups, as you can see, I have a Santa certificate group, and basically you just find a person, check mark them and add to group, and you'll see all the buttons there. So I have a Santa Claus group right here that you can go in here and you can see all the people I have in here so far as I'm just starting this. And it'll be in a group. It'll be easy in the end when you go to send your cards to have them already in a group. So anyways, those are the kind of the preliminary things I did ahead of time before I started with my card. Okay, so now I'm going to build a card. I click on build your own. I'm going to make it a horizontal card. Customize. I am going to make it a flat card this year. I have done the other one as well sometimes. And go into the current editor. And from here is where I'll pull the photo in. Now I already have the photo in here. And you'll see it pops up. And I've got several certificates in here, but we're going to use this certificate here. Okay, so now I have the certificate here. So now you're asking what to do with how do you get the names in there. Well, whenever you do a build your own card, you can click on this text box over here. You'll see the pencil pops up. And then your editor comes over here, and I'm going to use Gloria is going to be my font. But here's where you can put in insert first name. So I'm going to go ahead and insert the first name, that feature in there. I'm going to bring it down and line it up. Okay, and you're going to see that this is where whoever this gets mailed to, whoever's name is on the first name on the envelope, their name is going to automatically populate in here. So it's pretty cool. So then after you do that, you go to the inside of the card. Now I like to use backgrounds, and I can go over here and I can pick a color and make a background if I want to, but I want to match the front of that. So I can sit here and I play with the different colors as much as I want, try to match it. But almost every computer has has some kind of program on it where you can color pick. In the Apples, it's up here in the right-hand corner, and you'll see with this feature, pick a color from the web. Oops, let me get back on the front of my card here. Okay, and you click on this button, and when you bring your little arrow down, you'll see this little box. This box is picking up the colors, and I want to make it green, so I'm going to click on the green. Now the green is up here in this corner. So now when I go to the inside of my card and I want to color it that exact color green, I go in, I open up the backgrounds, I go up here and I highlight this color, hit copy, and hit your paste. And that's the color that's on the outside. So I did pretty good matching it, but that's the correct color. Okay, now you're going to write a little message that maybe Santa might say to this person. I'm also going to put their name again on the inside. First name feature, ... Don't forget my cookie. And a carrot for Rudolph. He gets pretty hungry too. Then sign it, Santa. Now, I like a little trick that I like to do with the signatures. I'll highlight this Santa, and this this script is real close to what's written on the front. Doesn't have to, it just says different. And sign Santa. Spaced it up a little bit, and that is my card. When I hit the checkout button to where I add my recipient, you see the button down here to add recipient. Now I can go back to my contacts. Since I set everybody up as a group, I can click on View Groups. I can click on Santa Certificates, and I can hit Done. And now my card, there's all the names I have in there so far, and I hit Ready to Send, and the card is ready to go. Now, if I send this out and I have more people, that's fine. You can, just put them in individually and send it out that way. But you know what? I forgot something very, very important. So I'm going to go back here in the return address. You don't want your name on this return address, right? Okay, so what you're going to do when you get ready to send that card is you're going to change it. And this address, by the way, is written by post offices to say that this is a legitimate one, and they know that it's legitimate for Santa. Uh, 8888. And put AK. And now you've got the Santa return address too. You'll see. Okay, now you hit the ready to send and go. I'm glad I caught that. So, but that's how you do it. And the card will go out to them. Okay, so that is it. I'm going to cancel this order because I'm not ready to send it yet until I get some more on there. But that's it, folks. That's how simple it is. And because you've custom made this card, it's now going to be in your custom cards. So if you find somebody else that you didn't get, or along the way you send some out, I'm going to send some later, you can come back here and click on the card again, hit edit and save. And first name's going to go in there. The message is on the inside. And you just proceed to check out, and you can send it to somebody else if you choose. Okay. No questions out there today. Have fun sending this. I know I usually send mine out around the 8th or 9th of December. So it gets there about a week before Christmas. So have fun sending. It's a great, fun thing to do, and enjoy.